Alrighty, hello everyone, hello. What I've got here today is two pre-bonsais, okay? Two dwarf pomegranates, okay? They're fruiting trees, they're flowering trees. The only problem is that they were kept last winter. They were kept in too much cold, so they're not so good when they're so young, and when they're potted they're not so good with the cold. So first of all, I've got some dead branches, okay, because of the cold. So I need to prune them a little bit because I'm not liking what's happening here. So I need to ensure a better future development and shape. So what I want to do today is to clean them up a little bit. So got my cutting paste here. Let's start with the small one. Let's put this aside. Okay, and let's start with this small one. Let's close up a little bit. So as you can see, there are some dead branches here. I need to ensure right now I'm not gonna look at the beauty at the, I'm just going to prune it to shape. These pomegranates make some beautiful bonsais, but we need to clean them up a little bit because when you're making bonsais, it's very good to do things right from the start. Okay, so what beauty where it needs to grow, it needs to thicken up, we need to build branches, etc. So first of all, I think I'm gonna prune the branches a little bit. So let's go. One, let's go with the other, just like this. I'm not worrying too much. This one, I'm gonna prune it. I'm gonna leave it longer because it's a lower branch, of course, and I'm going to need to let it grow much more than the others. So right now I'm gonna get my concave cutters, my slim concave cutters, and let's start with the dry branches. So I'm gonna prune this off. It's dry, it's dead, this is dead also. I'm gonna prune this off also. Okay, here it's dead also. Let's take the big stuff here. As you can see, it's not good. So I left the stump here. I can see it's dead. I need to prune it back more than this, but not right now. Okay, because it's dead, it's dry, and it's better. I don't have to put paste on it. So I think this is about it for this little guy here. I will ensure that this winter they will not get so much cold. So yeah, let's get to the bigger one. And just like this, let's pull back a little bit on this guy. Okay, so let's pull back some more. So this is a pretty tall guy, and I need to make some decisions here. But first, like with the others, let's prune it back. Quite heavy this time. Because I grow them on a balcony and not straight outside, I've got the problem. These very long shoots, the tips go like this, okay? Because the air is pretty dry and the water cannot go to the long branches. So even though I don't want to prune it right now, I need to, okay? Because it just cannot get water to the long shoots. I'm gonna prune this a little bit also. Okay, nice and tight. And now I need to decide. I'm looking for a kind of a front. So I don't know. I think it's just too early in this tree life to get a feel of a front, but you see the tree is going a little bit straight or right, then left, then right. Theoretically, because it's going right, left, right, now I need to make it go left. So we're gonna also on the other part, okay, it's going left, right, left, and I need to get it to grow right. So I'm gonna keep this branch here because I cannot, you see this, it's very very straight. So the problem is I cannot go straight like this, okay? I'm gonna go left, right, left, and then right. So I need to prune this whole part here, okay? Because I also got a V like this here, okay? And that's very bad. I can prune this off, but again, I've got no taper, and it's very straight. So I'm gonna cut it like this. So this being said, let's see how we can make a nice cut. I think I'm gonna get the concave cutters for this job, the big ones, and try to do it like this. Are we ready? 3, 2, 1, and we're done. So, okay, now here's my tree, here's my cutting. We're gonna prepare this and try to propagate it. So now I've got my tree going left, right, left, and it's gonna go right. Let's clean the dry parts, the dry branches, the dead branches, because I've told you, okay, you can see this was kept in too much cold, and when they're this young, that they just cannot take that freezing temperatures. So I'm gonna clean it. This is dead also, and I think that's almost about it. I think I'm gonna prune this shorter because, yeah, let's prune this shorter. This I'm gonna leave alone. I'm gonna leave it to grow. Again, lower branches. This is very good that it's growing from here. Probably they will be sacrificial branches, so I'm gonna let them grow to thicken up the lower part of the trunk, and this will give me a thicker lower part, and I will get better taper and better taper and better taper. So I'm not gonna touch those. I've got a little dried up branch, dead branch here also. I'm gonna take it off. So now I want to take care of this cut here. Let's take some cutting paste and seal that cut. Okay, I'm gonna make a little bowl here and just place it over the. You need to get your fingers wet for this, because otherwise the cutting paste will stick to your fingers and not to the tree. And if you have your fingers wet, this will just be better. You won't struggle with it, and it will be very, very good. So as you can see, I put cutting paste on the tree, and we are done with this tree also. Okay, now let's clean up a little bit of this thick cutting, because I want to propagate this cutting. So let me think about it. Let's just get rid of this guy here. I can propagate this also, I think. We'll try. So what we need to do with cuttings, we need to remove a lot of the leaves, because this cutting doesn't have any roots, so it cannot support all of these leaves. Also this is dead. Okay, and let's get it smaller and smaller and smaller. And smaller. Okay, so I've got my little cutting here. Before I'm gonna put this in water for now. Okay, I just wanted to take a look at another tree to see if I can do something with it. But yeah, I'm wondering if I should let this grow for some more, or prune it now. It's a Chinese rose. It got quite big after the last very, very heavy pruning that I did on it. So let me just pass through here, and let me take a look at this. What I want to at least to do is remove some of these leaves, so I can shed some more light on the inside. I can do also partial defoliations, so I can bend the big leaves like this and do this. Okay. Yeah, I'm not liking what's up. Oh no, it's fine. I've got a branch that grows like that from here. Yeah, I'm fine. Just pruning off the leaves where I do not want things to grow. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's okay. I think I'm gonna leave it. At least I'm gonna leave it one more week to grow. What I can do is clean up this stump here a little bit, so I can prune it off a little bit more, just like that, with the concave cutters, and go in with a little bit of cutting paste. And I think this is I'm not going to do more than these three today. I just want to start to prepare those cuttings for propagation, and I'll show you in a minute. I've got some more cuttings that I did yesterday. Okay, I've got some cuttings of ginkgo biloba. Let's get this out of our way. Okay, and this is the ginkgo biloba I was talking about. So this doesn't look that pretty right now, because when I do the cuttings, I do the cuttings. Okay, when I prune a bonsai, I prune a bonsai. I don't play around. I don't mess around. So also this is quite a development, and I needed to, let me clean a little bit. So I need this tree to further develop structure, and I need branches on it. I need secondary branches on it. So it was growing very, very, very big. I pruned it yesterday quite heavily. I got the video. I'm gonna edit it and upload it on my channel, probably today or tomorrow. And I've got some cuttings. So let's pull this aside a little bit and bring the cuttings in. So here are my cuttings. Okay, I've prepared my little pots. Okay, these are the best pots you can get for rooting cuttings. They're so cheap, and you do not need anything more than these little guys here, because you need to understand, every time you need to understand the stage you're in. Okay, what you need to do in the at that moment, particularly moment. Okay, so I've got some rooting hormone here. I'm gonna prepare it. So I'm going in with my potting mix for developing root cuttings. Okay, it's contained of perlite and peat moss, just that simple. I'm gonna fill the pot. Just like that. Let's fill some more pots. Nothing fancy. Okay, always use perlite and peat moss in like 50%. Okay, so it's just the best way possibly you can make roots on any cutting I'm not talking about bonsais here. Any cutting that you want, you can make, you can grow roots. Okay? So let's fill the pots and start planting the cuttings. What I want to do now is get them a little bit wet, just a little bit, okay? And let's start with the pomegranate cuttings first. I'm gonna make a hole here, like this. I'm gonna take my little cutting. This is a quite big cutting. So, as you can see, I made the cut at a 45-degree angle. This is the best way you can do cuttings. I'm going to put some rooting hormone on it. Yeah, dust the excess off and just plug it in, just like that. Okay, I'm gonna push hard on the substrate. Let's put a little bit more here. Okay, and this is done. After I finish with them, I'm gonna take them all to the showers and wet them, water them very good. Okay, let's plant this small one also. Rooting hormone, dust off the excess, plug it in, just like that. So I'm gonna get them to the showers and give them a very thorough washing, and after that I will be putting them in my homemade greenhouse, which is a plastic container, so they can stay nice and wet. Let's get started with the ginkgo biloba. Let me guess this. I think this is quite. It doesn't matter. It's quite big, so let me just. I can do it like this. 45-degree angle. Rooting hormone. Boof. Okay, and I think you got the picture. So yeah, I'm not going to make you sit through the whole operation, so I'm gonna get these little fellows, I'm gonna get them to the tub and wash up all the dirt that it's in the substrate. Wash it off very good and put them into my homemade greenhouse, because they don't have any roots, and we've talked about this over and over again. To ensure that your cuttings will grow roots, you need a lot of moisture in the air. Okay, so I'm gonna water them and never water them again for about 2 weeks, because that's about the amount they need to grow roots. So I'm not going to water the pots, I'm just going to water the inside of the box. This about it for today. Not too many people joining us. I will keep you posted with these cuttings. So have a great weekend. Bye bye.